All right, welcome to the Navigating School and Academic Pressures workshop, where we are going to be talking about some of the factors that may be negatively impacting a child's mental health in a school setting. So we'll cover topics such as managing AP classes or dual enrollment, sports, and even college. Learn about how to advocate for your child's mental health needs with the support of resources and an uplifting community. And I am Mariela Vasquez, a rising senior.
Hi, my name is Brandon Pardo, a rising senior.
Hi, my name is Mariana Cruz Lopez, a rising senior.
And I'm Olivia Zamora, also a rising senior.
Okay, so today we will be covering how do I identify if your child is struggling in the context of academic pressure, topics such as dual enrollment, AP classes, and sports, when to advocate for your child, and then we will be having a Q&A, and then tips and resources, and then we will be closing.
How to identify when to step in when your child is struggling with their mental health and academic pressure. As students navigate through school and work, many may face academic and emotional pressure more than ever before to strive to perform the best that they can, often to meet high expectations with either themselves, teachers, peers, and sometimes without realizing it, from their parents. It may not always be difficult to spot when your child or student is struggling. However, there are indicators that parents should watch out for that might indicate their child is experiencing too much pressure from school or difficulties. These these indicators are such as noticeable drops in school performance or withdrawal from school/academic activities, changes in sleep patterns, appetite, or everyday routines, excessive mood swings, irritability, or unexplained sadness, physical symptoms such as headaches or stomach aches without clear medical cause, refusing to attend school or avoiding homework. This is dual enrollment. Dual enrollment is a program that allows high school students to take college level courses for credits. The stress of taking a college level class may bring high levels of stress. While these courses may cause a lot of stress, it doesn't need to. Down below are some ways that parents can help their child with managing stress from dual enrollment classes. Open communication. Encourage your child to talk about their feelings and experience. Listen actively and empathetically. Time management skills. Help your child develop effective management strategies. This can include creating a schedule or setting realistic goals. Celebrate achievements, a very big, important one. Recognize and celebrate your child's accomplishments, no matter how small, to boost their confidence and motivation. Social support. Encourage your child to maintain social connections with friends and peers, which can provide emotional support and reduce feelings of isolation.
AP classes. AP classes, also known as advanced placement classes, are college level courses offered in high school that allow students to earn college credit and prepare for higher education. These courses are often more rigorous than standard high school classes, which can lead to increased stress for students. Here are some of the ways parents can help their child manage stress from AP classes. Number one, understand the commitment. Familiarize yourself with the demands of AP courses so you can better support your child. This includes understanding the workload, expectations, and exam requirements. 2. Stress relief practices. Teach and encourage stress relief practices such as mindfulness, meditation, or deep breathing exercises. Encourage your child to take breaks and engage in activities they enjoy. Number 3, study techniques. Encourage your child to use effective study techniques such as active reading, note taking, and practice exams. Consider providing resources like study guides or tutoring if needed.
Sports challenges student athletes may face. For many students, balancing school and sports can feel overwhelming. Their day starts with a full schedule of classes, then it goes straight into hours of practice or games, often with travel for tournaments that can take up most of the day. By the time they get home, it's late and there's still homework and studying to do, leaving almost no time for rest or friends. Over time, this routine can leave students tired, stressed, or burnout. On top of that, they can feel pressured to do both school and sports, do well both in school and sports, which is frustrating when they can't give their full 100% to each. More than anything, students need their parents to understand what they are going through and to offer encouragement and support instead of more pressure. Here are solutions and how parents can support. First, make a plan together. Sit down and plan out practice, games, and homework times. Add time for rest so they don't burn out. 2. Check in often. Ask how they're really doing with school and sports. Listen without judging or trying to fix everything. Third, lend a hand. Offer help with rides, organizing schoolworks, or adjusting family plans so they can feel supported. And fourth, support rest. Encourage good sleep, healthy meals, and short breaks. These help them feel these help them feel and perform better.
So here's when to advocate for your child, and to make it easier, we have a roadmap as an example. So green light would be minor stress, and this would typically be like 1 or 2 bad days. So some actions you can take are teaching coping methods like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, which would be 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Another action you can take is adjusting home routines, like having an earlier bedtime and even snacking during homework. So for yellow light, this is gonna be an ongoing pattern, which is gonna be typically like 3+ weeks of struggle. And some actions you can take is emailing their teacher with specifics like, for example, like their name. They have spent 3+ hours on their homework. Can we? And create a plan. Or I've noticed a certain pattern. What options exist for this specific need? Another action you can take is a stress contract. You and your child can agree to try different study methods, and the parent can agree to let them conquer like their homework on their own unless their grades drop, and then you would step in and set a day each week to review. Now for red light, this would be a crisis situation, which would be panic attacks, failing grades, and even refusing to go to school. So some actions you can take is document incidents with date and time, request formal school meetings, like talking about reduced course load options or even counseling resources. And the next action you can take is daily check-ins. So check in with your child, for example, saying, "How was your day?" or rate your stress on a scale from 1 to 10. And the next would be provide crisis hotlines to your child, like the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, or the crisis text line, which you would text home to 741-741.
Q&A. Parents' top 3 questions about academic pressure and what to do. These are questions that are often heard from parents who are concerned about their child's stress and school load. First, how can I tell if my child is struggling with academic pressure? Well, parents can watch out for changes in mood, behavior, or health. They may seem more anxious, sad, or irritable, avoid schoolwork, or lose interest in activities. Headaches, stomachs, or poor sleep also can also signal stress. If these last more than a couple weeks, they may need support. Second, how do I help my child balance challenging coursework and extracurricular activities? Parents can talk to their child about how they're handling their classes and activities. Work together to decide what's most important and what can be cut back if needed. It's okay to drop a class or take a break from a sport if it's causing too much stress. Make sure they have enough time for rest, fun, and sleep. You can also reach out to teachers or counselors for help making their schedule more manageable. 3. When should I step in and advocate for my child, and how should I do it effectively? If your child's stress is hurting their health, grades, or motivation, it's time to step in. Start by talking with them about how they're feeling and what support they need. Then contact teachers or school counselors to share your concerns and ask about resources or adjustments. Stay involved and supportive so your child feels understood and not pressured.
Some tips for this might be when talking to your child about their mental health, make sure to keep an open mind without judgment. Also, keep in mind that everyone functions differently, so if a method that worked for someone else doesn't work for them, that's completely okay. Remember that these events may cause extreme emotions, so if they lash out on something you said, their reaction may be caused by another thing that's stressing them out. Here are some resources that we listed right here. Some of them are calling 988, which is a suicide crisis hotline, the crisis text line, the Trevor Lifeline call, Born This Way Foundation, which provides resources, or you can earn a Be There certificate at the link below. I want to thank you guys for listening to our presentation. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys learned something from it.